Okay, senior year. I am going into senior year with my serious pants on. I have plans to join the union, the local 614 Steamfitters, which my forefathers have been part of since the beginning. Um, when I graduate. And I was going to start working with my dad at the most prestigious commercial and industrial HVAC contractor in Memphis, Walker J. Walker. Um, so this is me going in the senior year. I make sure all my teachers know I'm serious. I even go to my guidance counselor, let her know I'm serious. I'm ready to turn this around. I believe everybody takes me seriously. I've never been a dishonest person, so December rolls around and guidance counselor tells me, I don't have enough credits. I have to go to school another year to make it up. That wrecks my plans. A lot devastating. So I researched what I could do, and at the time, homeschooling was credited, and it was way cheaper than going to homeschool. Summer school. So I think it was like $100, $120, maybe $140 a month. Very manageable. So that's what I plan on doing. I drop out of Bartlett and start going to a school called Gateway, and I'm not living at my parents' at this time, but a nice family that my friend is staying with at the time, a family that he met at his church, asked me to stay with them gracefully. I mean, it was good. I was amazed. I was flabbergasted at the time. But anyway, so I move in and start cracking down. I'm going to church with them too, by the way. I'm kind of living their life, being influenced by them. I see them as good people, so I don't mind being influenced by them. So yeah, that's staying there, cracking down on my schoolwork. So I'm going to Gateway, and it costs me money. So my plan is to do my whole senior year and all the credits I need to graduate and get my diploma within 2, maybe 3 months. So I got to teach myself a few things that I didn't quite learn in school at Bartlett High School. Calculus, that was a tough one. Algebra 2, I didn't learn either one of those in high school yet. I had pre-algebra, so I had an understanding of how to get it going. But I did eventually. I went to libraries and figured it out. Just taught myself, did the work, worked hard. I was at the school every day. Most kids only went once a week. I was there every day, turning in work and getting to work so I can get this done. I don't have the money to prolong this anyway, so. And I do, and I get it done in 2 months. My whole senior year. Of course, I don't get to graduate till May, so I don't actually get my diploma, so I can't really start working until May. But from the end of February to May, I'm kind of just floating. So I start going up to Bartlett to see Bartlett High School to see my friends, and they're all still going there, and And then I see the girl, my freshman year girlfriend, and well, let's just say I started dating her again, and gets to time to graduate, prom's coming up, I have the money, and I definitely need, in my mind anyway, I need to take this girl to prom. I mean, I have to do it, and I have no way to get this. I think I needed like $200 total to really get my tux and do some other things, dinner, and it would say much if you think about it, but I had zero income, so so embarrassing. So my bright idea was to steal guns out of the nice people's home that they were letting me stay there out of the kindness of their heart, and I stole 3 guns, 2 shotguns, and a hunting rifle. And the plan was I was going to go pawn them in a pawn shop, and within a month or 2, I would get the money together. I would just go get them back out and bring them back in, and nobody would ever know, right? I mean, the guy never gets to go hunting or anything, so I was pretty confident I could pull this off. Oh boy, it was dumb, because the pawn shop pretty much immediately calls the police. I only got like $250 or $300 for the guns. So, I get busted. And I'm very shameful about that. I regret it severely. No excuses. It just is what it is. But life moves on. Then we go to prom. Had a great time. The whole night was great. I go to graduation. That was great. Family came. I graduate and start work. I joined the union, start working at Walker J. Walker. Me and my girl get an apartment, first apartment. She's working at Walgreens Pharmacy. I'm working at Walker J. Walker. It seems good. It's a good start. Well, as we go, I haven't had my court date yet for the guns, stolen guns. That won't be for quite a while, many months down the road. Me and her living together, we got friends over all the time, party, do drugs, things start getting a little tight, I guess. I don't really remember it being too tight, but for some reason she brings a full bottle of pills home. I believe they were the 4-bar Xanaxes, and I was very weary and like, why are you doing this? She's like, it will help us make ends meet, and we can make some extra money. All this. I don't know. I wasn't for it, but we did it. We did it anyway. And we did sell them. And she's like, we're not going to do it all the time. I'll just do it on very rare occasions. But ends up more and more, she does it more and more. Plus, by the way, we're eating them as we're selling them. So, it's not good. You can see where that's going. Ends up, she gets busted. She leaves me. come to find out later on, years down the road, she blamed it all on me, in the courts, and then probably her, her family too. But yeah, she left me there, left me with the lease, so I'm staying there by myself for the most part. I had a friend come over, but I had a friend come stay with me, and my court date rolls around, and my parents are the ones that got me. I guess it's my parents that got me the lawyer. They said they did, so we'll just go with that. The cheapest I could find, by the way. And his premise was, just tell him, it was because of the marijuana, The marijuana made you do it, basically, is what he was wanting me to say, which was not the truth at all. I was hardly smoke. I mean, I did smoke marijuana at the time, but not like on no regular basis or anything. Anyway, so court date rolls around. The judge is seeing cases before mine, so I'm waiting. The guy right before me, and by the way, this judge is known for being racist, and he's a black judge, and he is racist towards white people. It is a known thing that people kept telling me over and over before I went in, including my own lawyer. Whatever, anyway. And I kind of saw it because he did have, I kind of saw what they were talking about, I guess, before I got up there, but not really. Like, the guy before me was a black guy, older, probably before he's probably late 20s, I guess. Multiple charges against him, assault charges and stuff. Pretty heavy stuff. But the judge, for the most part, just kind of gives him a slap on the wrist, which, to me, and what seemed like most people in the room, was like, what? But it happened, whatever. Then it's my turn. So I have to go up and stand literally in front of the judge. Directly. He's, sitting way up there on his little thing there, and I'm way down here looking up at him. My lawyer's behind me, not really doing anything. Because according to them, I'm doing this because I'm on marijuana, which was not true. But anyway, he scorns me. He raises his voice and talks down to me a lot, which I deserved. I mean, I did do bad. That was bad. I shouldn't have done what I did, and I should be scorned for it. I'm not saying he shouldn't have been scorning me or anything, but he did. And he did talk down on me a lot, and he did in a very heavy and loud way, which he didn't do with the guy before me, but that don't matter, whatever. And then he threw me in jail for an undetermined amount of time. Ended up being a week. So I'm in jail, a few days in, feeling very scared and miserable. And all of a sudden I see a familiar face. And who is it? The guy that's living with me. What? So, yeah. Whatever. I don't even know how that happened. But anyway, when I get out, judge gives me a $5,000 fine, which was crazy. Like, why was it $5,000 fine? Why do I need? That's crazy. Like, all the guns combined weren't worth. They weren't even. I mean, like, dude, come on, whatever. Anyway, $5,000 fine, 2 years probation, supervised probation, I guess I should say it, and what was it, 300 hours? I think it was 200 hours of community service. That was my sentence, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's that part.